Peppy, what the fuck are you doing?
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Saturday Cerael. How's it going? And yes, buddy, I know, yes, you're there as well. Get off. Okay, right, yes. Hi, how's it going? Right then, let's, without further ado, introduce myself. Sorry, I'm Matt, if you don't already know that. Okay, sorry, I'm half awake as well. I've been at work this morning. Okay, and let's bring in my co-host. Meet scenes. Stephen, how's it going? Buddy, get off.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm a bit discombobulated myself. Like I've been at work this morning.
Already. I know how that is.
Yeah. It's crazy. Say again, mate.
Just take a little sip of coffee there.
Yeah. The brown life juice. Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Is it? Yeah, we're raising a coffee to everybody out there today. There we go. Oy vey. Buddy. Oh my God. See, he knows what time it is. Does this every week. Take it. Go. Right. Hi. So back again. The star of the show has now had his bribe. So yeah. Interesting, crazy week this week.
Yes.
I've not seen Spider-Man yet.
You haven't?
Have you seen it?
I have.
No, I haven't. I'm not going to be able to see it until Tuesday.
Oh.
So
okay. Well, then this will be a non-spoiler Spider-Man
show
discussion. Should Spider-Man come up? Yeah.
Yeah. So, besides, it's opening weekend, so it's like kind of we should save the spoiler things for next week, really.
Yeah.
So I think next week. Okay, that's a full heads up then. So next week's Saturday Cerael will be a full-on Spider-Man spoiler discussion show. There we go. It hasn't been announced. It will happen now. So, next week. What am I about?
So it shall be done.
Can't be done. Next week's Christmas. There's not going to be a show next week.
No. Oh, well,
it's Christmas
Day.
Maybe
we can do something a day early.
Yeah, maybe like something, I don't know, Christmas Eve, a Christmas Eve show or something. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that.
Yeah.
We'll sort that out.
To be determined.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, it could be good actually. I haven't got anything going on. I'm not doing anything. This obviously, I'm still stuck in the UK. So, yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. But I will. To be fair though, I've got lots of stuff I need to do. Like I say, I'm busy. I'm working on some stuff, which I can actually show off now because it's been made public. Because I wasn't allowed to say anything before. I kept referring to it as the animation that I've been working on, but I can share this now. So here we are. That's what I've been working on. This is a short horror animation called Weight of Guilt. It's basically let's read the synopsis, shall we? Because my friend Justin put the synopsis up. Here we go. Weight of Guilt is an animated horror short about the journey of a single man and his canine friend as they travel through the apocalypse of the undead and their ghosts. It's narrated by Bill Oberst Jr., written by Tracy Allen, storyboards by Justin Boring, and animation by myself. Hey! So there we go. I can't really show it. There's not really much to show here. There's some storyboard stuff, so you can see kind of an idea of what it's about. It's nice to be able to show this off a bit now, so. Yeah, I can actually go, yay! This is what I'm working on. So if anybody's interested, I don't know if anybody is interested or not, but yeah, head over to Weight of Guilt. Okay, look that up on Facebook and go and join the group. You can follow along with this this animation. And in the new year, actually, I'm going to be doing some other work with Justin as well, with another project that he's got going. So that should be quite fun. So let's look forward to. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Shameless self-promotion. There we are. So, right.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it should be fun. The stuff that I've been the bits that I've been doing. I can't give away too much. I can't say anything about the story, too much about the story. But the style of animation and the style of art and cartoon that we're going for is cool. It kind of reminds me of, well, the way I've been like dealing with it is kind of reminded me of like old school, like older cartoons, like not like, you know, like your modern sort of everything looks like anime sort of style cartoon. I'm talking like, you know, like 80s sort of, maybe early 90s style sort of looking cartoon characters, like the Adult Swimmy looking as well, you know, that kind of style, very graphic in bits, like so. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I just realized I need to share the other screen now. Ha ha ha. Because this week I've done something. Because it is what's it called Spider-Man week. Yeah. And I don't want to risk spoilerinos. I this week, rather than running down, because I did have a quick look, obviously at the old movie news, and yeah, I don't want to risk spoiling things for myself, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to go straight in this week, and we're going to do weekly catch up.
All right.
So that's this week, because it's that there is a weekly catch up. Our mate Greg has come through again. So yeah, we've actually got a weekly catch up to read through this week. So I figured we'll just run through that this week, because I don't think there's anything else really going on in the film world, and it's all going to be in here anyway. Like so, yeah, there we go. Have you got anything? Have you been up to anything? Sorry, Stephen, I've just been there rambling on. Like, how about yourself? Have you got anything going on this week so far?
Well, speaking of Spider-Man, I participated in the spoiler review roundtable over at Midnight's Edge.
Oh,
so
nice.
for anybody who has seen the movie or anyone who doesn't care about spoilers, so I guess you're going to have to wait a few days on this one.
Yeah,
Matt.
I'll have to catch up. I'll catch that one on Wednesday probably, like after I've done my
Yeah.
review. Because I'll do my review on Tuesday and get that up, and then yeah, I'll catch up on everybody else's after that. Then.
And it was Tom Connors, Jesse Miller, Chef Nation, Valiant Renegade, Georgia Giant Slayer, and a few others popping in and out.
Nice.
We did a pretty thorough dissection of the film. So anyone who has already seen the movie, mind you, please remember the very major spoilers. So go over to Midnight's Edge After Dark and check out the replay.
There we go. So full warning there, people. Spoilerific review that is, like, so yeah, don't go clicking on it if you don't want to be spoiled. But then go and watch the film and then click on it and watch it. Yeah, there we go. Right. So right. So anyway, that sounds very
nice.
So yeah, there you go, people. There we go. Check that out. So what else have you been up to then, mate? Been up to anything else?
I was also on Pulp Culture Minefield's TGIF show yesterday, and we discussed
the
Netflix series Arcane.
Oh, that looks really good. That does. I mean, it's based on a game, isn't it?
League of Legends.
League of Legends. That's it. It's quite a popular game. I don't really play computer games very much myself. But from what I've seen, it looks excellent, and everything I've heard about it, it sounds pretty good.
The animation is outstanding.
Yeah. Like everything I've seen of the animation and stuff like that, it just looks fantastic. I'll be honest. I mean, it's very interesting style. Like it's kind of like 3D, 2D mix, sort of almost cell shading. I'd like to say, like, but you know, yeah, very good, very good.
And if I understand this correctly, Haley Steinfeld is voicing one of the characters. So if you're a fan of the Hawkeye series, you might want
Kate Bishop
maybe check that out.
Yeah. Oh, Hawkeye. Have you been watching Hawkeye at all?
I have not seen Hawkeye yet.
Oh my goodness! The last episode, yeah, there was some a big reveal on that show.
Oh yes.
It
seems we were right in our predictions that a certain someone was going to make an appearance.
A certain big man about New Yorkers. Yeah. If you know, you know. It's but yeah, it's And the great thing is, it does mean that certain actors now will be returning, which is like, oh yes, that I'm very happy. I'm very, very, very happy that Kevin Feige has decided to allow that. Like, so, yeah, very good. Very good. Very exciting.
Without giving too much away about the current state of the MCU, expect some familiar faces to pop up.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. I can imagine Spider-Man just kicked it open even more. This is why I'm happy, because like I'm going to be seeing Spider-Man on Tuesday, and then the final episode of Hawkeye is on Wednesday. So I'm wondering how Hawkeye's going to end, because Hawkeye seems to be playing quite level almost to Spider-Man, because in the last episode of I smashed that. In the last episode of Hawkeye, I'll say something. Yelena's there, like, you know, Black Widow's sister, like Natasha's sister, and she was having a conversation with Kate Bishop, like one-to-one conversation with her, kind of like girl talk sort of, but also kind of like passive aggressive sort of style. It was really quite good, man. Like, because Florence Pugh is brilliant. Like, I think she's hilarious. Like, as Yelena, like, but she's a real fucking bitch as well. Like, it's like, yeah, she's awesome. But anyway, and like she says something. She says like when she's in New York, she's in New York. She's like, well, there's some things I want to see. You know, I want to see the sights and stuff like that. I want to go and see. She says I want to see the Empire State Building, and then she says I want to see the new and improved Statue of Liberty. And it's like, so it's like that, obviously, because obviously. I know from seeing the trailers for Spider-Man that the Statue of Liberty is under construction, obviously with the Captain America shield being added to it, and it's been cleaned up again, like, you know. So, and that gets mentioned in Hawkeye. So it's like, and obviously the Steve Rogers stage show thing is in Hawkeye. You see that, like, in Hawkeye, like, and obviously that is obviously canon in Spider-Man, because you see the signs and things like that, like. So it's like I'm wondering if Hawkeye is going to end with anything to do with the multiverse shifting stuff. So we shall see. We shall see. I mean, it would be interesting if it does. So, yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Payne. Just remember, Kate Bishop, don't get in my way again. Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, fucking Yelena's dark, man. Like, yo, she'd scare me if she's like started like talking like that to me as well. I'll be like, okay, you know, she knows like fucking everything about you. She's gonna get you. But yeah, how you doing anyway, Mr. Payne? I'm glad you could join us. Man. Buddy, dude, are you trying to steal the
thank
show
you,
from me
Mr.
again?
Payne, for joining us today.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, apparently, did they show? Because there's something I need to know. Did they show the end at the after Spider-Man? Did they show the Doctor Strange 2 trailer?
Yes, they did.
They did. So that is a definite thing that's happening, right? Okay, because I heard that, right, but I wasn't sure if like that was actually happening. Like, you know what I mean? But okay, that's cool then. So that's something to look forward to as well. Is that good? Does it look good? No spoilers.
It does not look like Raimi.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah. I mean, everyone familiar with Sam Raimi, he does have a very definite shooting style, a directorial style.
Yeah.
I did not see it in that trailer.
Okay.
If it's one of, and technically it really shouldn't count against the movie itself.
Yeah.
But I think it was a mistake to put that trailer there. I get why they did it. But I think it was a mistake to put it at the end of Spider-Man. It just should have been its own separate thing. And without giving too much away about that, there is a reference to WandaVision in that trailer that I think a lot of people who didn't like WandaVision might be happy with.
Okay. That's good then.
Let's just say that there is a major wrong from WandaVision that gets corrected.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. That's good to hear. What's that like? Doing good, my guys. Was actually about to watch today's episode of Saturday Serial and realised it was still live.
Oh yes, we've only just begun.
I'm going
So
to watch No Way Home at 7 p.m. I was like, hey, nice. Okay,
Yes.
well, have fun with it, dude. Have fun with it. Like I said, I've got to wait till Tuesday, so. But yes, we are
And,
live. We're live, people.
We
Share
are
it
live,
around.
and this will be a non. Whenever Spider-Man comes up in conversation, it will be a non-spoiler.
Non-spoilers, yes.
So
spoilers.
don't worry about that.
It's fresh. It's too fresh to be talking spoilers, really, buddy. What? What do you want, mate? You're like totally in my face. Okay. All right. Anyway,
For those of you who are new to the show, Buddy and I are secretly attempting to take over the show and, of course, eventually the world through kindness and dog treats and coffee.
Coffee and dog treats. Yeah. That's it. That's the new currency now. Like, dude. Oh, right. Okay. One more. Go. Oh my god. Animals. I don't know. You gotta love them. Excuse me. Right. Ooh. So yes. Anything else then? Like happening? You've been up to this week, or is that it? And
well, I'm going to be on Rambling Canucks karaoke Saturday night. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. Okay. And I'm going to be joining Jedi Bill 797 for his watch party for the John Wayne Douglas Western The War Wagon. That's going to be, I believe that's going to be at around 4:30.
Okay, cool.
On Sunday Eastern Standard Time. Or that may change. Keep up with me on Twitter for any changes. And
that's it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a busy weekend.
Nice. It's good to be busy.
Indeed.
I just saw that. I just saw what Mr. Payne said there. Yeah, dude. Send me the code. I'll happily take a code for a cheap cinema ticket. Like that'd be great. Cool. Right then. Well, buddy. God, this dog is a pain in the butt today. So right. Let's get into the news, shall we? Let's have a look at Rotten Tomatoes weekly ketchup. Okie dokie. Sorry, dude. I've just got to quickly do this. So yeah, obviously, like Julie's going to be popping in at some point. Like, I think. So I'll just quickly send it. Okay, right. Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm ready now. Here we go. I'm going to add to the stream. Boom. There we are. So we've got the weekly catch-up. That is good to go. Right then. So are we ready with this? Denis Villeneuve to tackle sci-fi classic Rendezvous with Rama and more movie news. So yeah, this is the weekly catch-up on Rotten Tomatoes, which is compiled by Greg Dean Schmitz. So yeah, here we go. So DC's Blue Beetle heads to theaters. The 2021 Blacklist reveals a Yeezy biopic and Masked Singer movie and new roles for Daisy Ridley, Awkwafina, and Ben Schwartz. So yeah, okay, interesting. Right then. So this week's weekly catch-up brings you more headlines from the world of film development news, covering such titles as Blue Beetle, The Masked Singer, and the Kanye biopic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, okay. I can't believe they're going to do a biopic about Kanye. Seriously? Okay. So this week's top story. Denis Villeneuve to tackle sci-fi classic Rendezvous with Rama. Okay, so In many ways, science fiction authors in the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s were decades ahead of what Hollywood could adapt. Classics like Isaac Asimov's Foundation, now on an Apple TV Plus series, Robert A. Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land, and Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End all have development histories that date back to the 1970s itself. Another such sci-fi classic that has eluded adaptation is Clarke's 1973 novel Rendezvous with Rama, about mankind discovering an alien ship in 2131. Savvy browsing of the Wayback Machine will deliver archives about a Rendezvous with Rama movie in the 1990s or early 2000s. With the sequel, Blade Runner 2049 and the recent remake of Dune, director Denis Villeneuve is almost making a new career out of reviving sci-fi classics. And now he's set to do the same for Rendezvous with Rama. Morgan Freeman, who has been attached as producer since the early 2000s, when he would have starred in the film for director David Fincher, remains involved as one of the producers. Freeman and his producing partner said in a statement, Denis' vision for Rama felt completely aligned with Arthur's wishes. So we are confident that teaming with our producing partners, Andrew and Broderick at Alcon, is the right next step in this over 20-year odyssey. Ooh, crikey. Rendezvous with Rama will take a while to get ready for filming, so in the meantime, Villeneuve remains attached to direct Dune Part 2, which is scheduled for release on October 20th, 2023. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Well,
have you ever heard of that then?
Oh, I have. I have heard of it.
So
have never read it though. So that's something I definitely have to get around to. Well, it's good to learn that he's going to do that. He's attached to a direct Dune first, because there were some. I know there was some concerns as to how was he going to do. How was he going to do both?
Yeah. Well,
because we're going to be waiting a year plus for the second part of Dune. Yeah. I mean, you have to think at this point, with the success of Dune, and of course having a rival previous to that was very well received. He's going to be the go-to man for sci-fi right now. See, you got to think every science fiction script in Hollywood is coming across his desk.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Like, I mean, and they're big ones as well. You know, like say, like Doom is a massive thing. Like, I mean, and he's the first part is fantastic. I mean, definitely one of the best films of this year. Blade Runner 2049 looked amazing as well. So, yeah, I'm curious about this then. Very, very curious. And I think we can trust him.
Right.
I mean,
plus,
he seems to have already proved himself there, like in regards to, being a good science fiction classic handler,
Right. And this is based on Rendezvous with Rama was a Arthur C. Clarke novel, who also wrote 2001. So, yes, you have his fans who I'm sure will be waiting with bated breath to see how this turns out.
Yeah, it should be good. It should be interesting. Okay, so
yeah.
All right then. So let's move on then. So let's move on because I don't really know anything about the story, so about that. But I am, very happy with the way that Denis done what he's done with Dune, and obviously Blade Runner was pretty good too. So yeah, cool. Right then, next headline. So number one, we got us a bit of DC news. Here we go. So yeah, Blue Beetle superhero movie to fly into theaters after all. Hey, that's some good news. Because yeah, this was going to be just dropped onto HBO Max, wasn't it originally? And it's good to hear that it's actually going to get a theatrical release. Sweet. All right, and let's have a read, shall we? So Hollywood is still very much in the baby step stages of figuring out the balance between streaming services and traditional theatrical releases. And a film that could become emblematic of that back and forth is the DC Comics adaptation Blue Beetle. When it was announced just 9 months ago, Blue Beetle was reported as an HBO Max exclusive, along with Batgirl, which, as far as we know, is still an HBO Max exclusive. As parent company, Warner Bros. Was expanding its DC Comics adaptations onto the streaming platform, similar to Marvel and Disney Plus, with shows like Hawkeye. Cobra Kai stars Cholo Mariduena. I think that's how you pronounce that, isn't it? I'm sorry. Was then cast as the character in August. Filming of Blue Beetle hasn't started yet, but Warner Bros. Has already changed their plans, as the film will now be an exclusive theatrical release, opening on August 18th, 2023, a week after Seth Rogen's reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Right, Blue Beetle was one of 3 projects Warner Bros. Scheduled this week, with the other 2 being The Train to Busan. Oh yeah, God, they're remaking that, aren't they? Ugh. Anyway, and The Last Train to New York. Okay. And the animated Wizard of Oz spin-off, Toto. Okay. Well, that's good news. Yeah.
Right. As I've mentioned before on other live streams, I am not familiar with the Blue Beetle character.
Yeah,
but
he's popular. He's like popular with at the moment, like, so. Yeah. Okay.
This is one I can't really say too much about, but I do know, if once again I can plug another channel briefly, I know that Paulie over at Latino Slant has a new video out now concerning casting news. So yes, give his video a look. I'm sure he can go into far more detail than I could, because I know he's a Blue Beetle fan. So
yeah, definitely check out what Paulie says.
I know I sound terrible as, oh yeah, I haven't heard of it. I'm not being a very good co-host this weekend, am I?
No, it's all right. It's all right, dude. It's quite all right. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out, because Blue Beetle's like it's like an alien origin, the suit is, and things like that. Like, so, and it should be quite interesting. And like I say, I haven't watched Cobra Kai myself, so I can't really comment about the actor. But yeah, okay, there we go. But I'm happy it's getting theatrical release. Cool. Here we go. Okay, so number 2. Oh fuck. I hate Kanye West. Okay, so 2, Blacklist 2021 includes biopics for Kanye West and Michael Bay. Okay.
Okay.
What's that? What's Craig saying there? Okay, so love the Last Train to Busan trilogy. Would be good to see how the Last Train to New York turns out. Okay,
yeah. I hope it's good.
Yeah, definitely, because like I say, the Last Train to Busan is a really good film. Like, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely curious about that one as well, dude. Definitely curious about that one. Right then. So, right, let's read this. So, since 2005, the blacklist of unproduced screenplays, now shortened to just the blacklist, has been a survey of entertainment industry insiders who nominate their picks for the best screenplays that have not yet been produced. Nearly a third of the screenplays since 2005 have been turned into movies, including American Hustle, Argo, Juno, The King's Speech, The Revenant, Slumdog Millionaire, and last year's Promising Young Woman. There is a lot to unpack in the blacklist, so let's start by looking at the biopics included this year. Unsurprisingly, entertainers make up the bulk of them, including The College Dropout, about rapper Kanye West's first album. Michael Bay, the explosive biopic about the eponymous director. Oh my god, does it just explode? And Shania, about Canadian country singer Shania Twain. Okay, biopics about non-entertainers include Believe Me, about former President Donald Trump. Okay, and The Villain, about farmer bro Martin Shkreli. Okay, those last two are political. So, yeah. In all honesty, I won't watch a film about Kanye West because I really don't give a fuck. Michael Bay. Okay, I'd be curious to see that, I guess. But see, I'd rather that would be a documentary though than a fucking biopic. You know. Yeah, that's it really. That's the only things that interest me out of those two. Michael Bay thing, and it doesn't really interest me. I don't know. What about you, there, Stephen?
Well, those of you who are maybe not familiar with the blacklist, there's about 30 other scripts that are not biopics that certainly look interesting. I mean, I guess it depends on interest, tone. I'm getting the feeling the Michael Bay movie might be more of a satire.
Yeah, that it would.
Yeah,
satire, really,
I can't see making a movie about him that's not a comedy. If you think what I mean.
To be fair, it'd have to be something funny. But
it is, yeah, without getting too political here. I can't see how making a movie about Martin Shkreli would be a fun watch necessarily. The guy's, quite frankly, a scumbag. I hope they don't make some kind of like anti-hero out of him. That would be the only thing I would have to say.
Yeah.
And again, these are unproduced scripts. We don't know if any of these are going to be even made.
That's it. Yeah, this is like potentials as well. Yeah, so that's what I mean. So there's no definites there or anything like. So, yeah. So that's it's a bit of a nothing.
Yeah, it's a
article really, that isn't it?
Little bit of a hit and miss article, but
yeah. All right, let's roll on then. Okay, so number 3. The Masked Singer included in the blacklist 2021. Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised.
What the fuck is that? Is that okay? Sorry. Right. Okay. So
that's right, what I say every time I see a Masked Singer commercial.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. Okay. So the screenplay that received the most votes in the screenplay that received the most votes in this year's blacklist is the high school wrestling drama Cauliflower, which refers to cauliflower ear, a common condition among wrestlers. The rest includes titles like See How They Run, Divorce Party, Killer Instinct, Ultra, Waitlist, and the aforementioned The Villain. The current hit TV show The Masked Singer also made a surprise entry with a drama focusing on famous actor Mickey Rourke's decision to appear on the show, dressed up like a big furry gremlin. It's unclear if Rourke would play himself. Okay. Other notable screenplays this year include Air Jordan, about Nike's recruitment of Michael Jordan as their spokesman, a Hufflepuff love story about a Hogwarts student frustrated by being sorted into the titular mythical house, and 2 and two whose titles explain themselves: Dennis Rodman's 48 Hours in Vegas and St. Mary's Catholic School presents the Vagina Monologues. Okay.
That could be a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Well, that certainly wins the best title right there.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So if there's anybody in the chat who's actually watched The Masked Singer, all two of you, please let me know if Mickey Rourke was actually on the show or if they're just putting us on with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're not making it sound too good, are we?
No, you know what?
Nothing's really popping up for me on this. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really excite me. I'll be honest with you. So, yeah. So anyway, the next one. Sorry, I've got a message come through there. I need to reply to. Sorry. Okay, so number 4, Awkwafina and Sandra Oh to star as sisters. Okay. There was a period when Netflix appeared to be snagging as many new projects as it could, but lately they appear to be narrowing down and becoming somewhat more traditional and reserved. For example, the streaming giant is actually letting some projects go for other studios or producers to take over instead. In old school Hollywood parlance, that was called turnaround. So, 20th Century Studios has acquired the rights to an untitled comedy about sisters from Will Ferrell's Gloria Sanchez production company, which Netflix has previously been developing. Awkwafina and Sandra Oh have remained attached to star in the comedy throughout its development and still are. The screenplay was written by Jen D'Angelo, who also recently wrote the upcoming Disney Plus sequel Hocus Pocus 2. Okay, Awkwafina will star as a Jeopardy fan, who travels across the country with her estranged train wreck of a sister, played by O, as they attempt to pay off their gambling-addicted mother's debts with Jeopardy winnings. Okay. Incidentally, while 20th Century Studios is producing the film, the popular trivia game show itself is produced by Sony Television. Okay, so that's an interesting little like thing. Okay, that could be fun. What we got there? Mickey Rourke was on last season of Unmasked Singer. This is a wild card. Sang his song, then unmasked himself straight after his song, and eliminated himself. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Like
Okay. Again, I don't know what to say to that.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Expect anything in Hollywood these days.
See, yeah, Hollywood's a bit of a bit of an odd place.
Speaking of train wrecks.
Yeah, total. God, yeah, Mickey Rourke. That's a bit of a train wreck, isn't it? Like,
okay.
Okay, so okay. Well, this one does sound quite fun, I gotta say. I like the whole premise of Awkwafina and her sister trying to pay off a debt with Jeopardy winnings. So, yeah, okay. 20th Century Studios, so that's Disney.
And possible Sony involvement. So
yeah.
Hopefully more Sony than Disney.
Yeah. Please. But yeah, like I say, Awkwafina's funny. I do find Awkwafina pretty damn funny, to be fair. So yeah. Okay. Again, not super exciting. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's roll on to the next one. I haven't got anything else to say about that. All right, number 5. Daisy Ridley, indie film, says, sometimes I think about dying. Oh, okay, that sounds depressing. Okay, right, and let's obviously. There have been a handful of major events like World War II, the atomic era, and 9/11 that had direct impacts on the sort of movies that got made soon after. And there has been some speculation on what the COVID-19 pandemic will inspire. Oh, God. Some recent movies, for example, seem to have unusually nihilistic titles or premises. Like last year's I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Yeah. In a similar vein, we have Sometimes I Think About Dying, an indie film currently filming in Oregon that Daisy Ridley, is producing and starring in. Right, okay. Ridley will play a woman who sometimes thinks about dying. That's literally half the log line. Yeah, who meets a new guy at work. Sometimes I Think About Dying will be the third film from indie director Rachel Lambert, who made her feature debut in 2017 with In the Radiant City. Okay, well, that sounds like a depressing film. Doesn't really interest me, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really want to be that depressed watching a movie. Yeah. Anything to say on that one, Stephen?
Nope.
Nope. It's insane, man.
Concerning I'm Thinking of Ending Things, I did read the book. I didn't get a chance to see the movie.
I saw the movie, and I did see that. Very good, because that's how I knew of is it Jesse Plemons is his name?
Just Jesse Plemons, yes.
Yeah. It's Jesse
and
Plemons,
Jesse Buckley as well. Yeah.
That's why I first saw him. I was just like, oh, he reminded me of a young Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know why. There's just something about him that was just like, he reminded me of Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, rest in peace, obviously. But yeah.
But I understand that the ending of the film diverges quite a bit from the book. So
I've never read the book,
okay.
So.
That's when we can discuss after. Okay. So since we've decided this is going to be a no spoiler zone today.
Yeah, no spoilers.
We're not going to give away Spider-Man. We're not going to give away I'm Thinking of Ending Things or anything else.
No. Because I recommend watching that because it's a very. I was like, if you, I say recommend. I recommend it. I recommend it if you can take it. It's quite dark subject matter.
It goes into a dark area. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
but it's very, very well. It's a very good film. Very good acting as well. Like very, very, very good acting. But yeah. Okay. Right. So let's roll on then, because that's just not sounding that much fun. Okay. Then. So number 6, Ben Schwartz joins Dracula spin-off. Okay, right, Renfield. Okay, so we've got another one to add to the Renfield list. We've been hearing about this over the past couple of weeks. Okay, let's have a read of this. So Universal is currently in the midst of reviving their classic Universal Monsters characters with reboots, beginning with last year's The Invisible Man, which was really good, and including Ryan Gosling's upcoming The Wolfman, which I'm very curious about. Bram Stoker's Dracula is represented in the new initiative by the spin-off Renfield, centering on Count Dracula's creepy human lackey, to be played by Nicholas Hoult. Nicolas Cage Nicolas Cage was recently cast as Dracula himself, and Awkwafina also has an unknown supporting role. The latest star to join Renfield is comedian Ben Schwartz, possibly best known as the voice of Sonic in Sonic the Hedgehog, and its upcoming sequel, who will play a mobster in the film. Renfield will be directed by Chris McKay of the Lego Batman movie and The Tomorrow War, and when filming starts on location in New Orleans in early 2022. Okay, so it looks like this is shaping up to be fun then, looking at it. Because, I mean, like, you've got Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage at the moment is more best known like for doing more fun stuff nowadays, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a bit more, not taking themselves so seriously. You know, Awkwafina, comedic actress. And we've got Ben Schwartz, who's a comedian as well. Nicholas Hoult is very good at doing funny stuff. So
yeah, this is shaping up to be more of a comedy.
yeah. I'm curious about it though. I'm really curious because this is. I didn't think there. I don't know. I reckon.
I'm not getting the hit of serious Dracula reboot out of this.
No.
I'm getting more of a.
Well, it looks like Dracula's going to be like the side character anyway. Like really, so
Maybe.
I mean, it's Nick Cage though. To be fair, I mean, he's going to have some sort of big role, I guess. But
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage seems to be on a bit of a comeback at the moment, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's like making some better film choices, if you know what I mean. Because some of his recent stuff's been really good. Like so. Well, Willy's Wonderland could have been better, but Nick Cage wasn't the bad thing about it. But yeah, okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be honest. I want to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah, groovy. All right then.
Yeah.
So
We'll see where it goes.
let's see where that one leads us then. Okay then, next. Oh, Mattel. Okay then, so toys. Mattel's slate now includes true story about a Christmas balloon.
Okay.
Okay. So the toy company that to date has had the most success getting into Hollywood to adapt their licenses has been Hasbro. The brand behind such properties, as G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Ouija, and Transformers. Mattel Films appears ready to compete, however, with over a dozen projects now in active development. Project 14, announced this week, is Christmas Balloon, okay, which will be an adaptation of a true story in 2018 about an Arizona couple who delivered Christmas gifts to an 8-year-old girl across the border in Mexico after receiving her Christmas wish attached to a balloon. The gifts will, of course, be Mattel brand toys. The other projects Mattel Films is actively developing, though, are American Girl, Barbie with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, Barney, which I'm guessing is Barney the dinosaur, Hot Wheels, Magic 8 Ball, what the fuck, Major Matt Mason, okay, starring Tom Hanks, Masters of the Universe, let's hope that doesn't get fucked up, Polly Pocket, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but surely that was like, real steel. Thomas and Friends, oh my god, really? Uno? How the hell do you do an Uno film? Viewmaster and
How do you get a
Wishbone.
Viewmaster movie?
What the hell? Yeah. A Magic 8 Ball film, seriously? Seriously? Like, what the
Mattel cinematic universe over here.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I mean, Masters of the Universe, yes. I would like to see them do a live action Masters of the Universe film, but do it fucking properly and make it like, good. Oh god, don't ever let fucking those assholes who at Netflix and Kevin Smith touched Masters of the Universe ever again. Or anything. Make sure it's somebody who respects it. Like, okay. Oh, we've got Julie. Julie has appeared, my lovely girlfriend.
Julie.
Has appeared. Good morning from STL, Missouri, everyone. I love you, Matt. Oh, I love you too, baby. Hope you are all having a great day. Hashtag positive vibes. Yep, sending out them positive vibes there. So yeah, there we go. Thank you for joining us, baby. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So yeah, it looks like Mattel are gonna be cashing in. Sorry, because Julie's here. We've got to play this.
Peppy, what the fuck are you doing?
There we go. Always in honor of Julie. So yeah, because that's Julie's cat. So yeah, so I have to imagine I have the image of Barney the dinosaur having an end game fight scene with the Masters of the Universe. Yes, Mr. Payne. Craig, that sounds like hilarious. I'd watch that. I'd watch it. Yeah, I'd watch it. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'd probably actually be. That'd probably be pretty fucking hilarious, actually.
Man in arms will be on your left, and everybody else come out.
That's it, like,
all the robots. Well,
they're all rolling in there on Hot Wheels. Like,
I'm actually laughing at this.
Yeah. But Thomas the Tank Engine, like what the hell? Like that. Imagine that, like, is that like like all of a sudden, I don't know, like Hot Wheels is like have to share a track with Thomas all of a sudden at like in like some climactic scene like and stuff, and you've got it all of a sudden looks like something from Fast and Furious. Yeah. Whilst Rock and Sock and Robots are just going for it. And just like punching Barney the dinosaur in the fucking face because everybody wanted to do that. But yeah,
I feel like we're being trolled with this article.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was thinking that like it's a bit like So it's a bit questionable, that one. Mattel, yeah,
The
cash
Mattel Cinematic Universe. Good morning to the lovely Sherry for joining us.
Hello, Sherry. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So Mattel have got some things to talk about. I want to know how okay. So right. Okay. I'll say it's the last of it anyway. Right. Okay. So right. Magic 8 Ball. Right. If they do a Magic 8 Ball film, they're gonna make it. They've got to make it some sort of really messed up horror film, like careful what you wish for sort of thing, And like the Magic 8 Ball, the little thing that you look through, like where the thing is actually some sort of secret, like pocket dimension that holds some sort of crazy evil, like the black goop that little thing floats around in. That could be, like some sort of thing. I don't know. I'm getting too into that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on this one.
Yeah.
As for the movie that's being announced here, Christmas Balloon sounds.
That sounds sweet.
Sounds like a heartwarming family Christmas story, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It does sound like one of those films that if I watched it, I'd probably cry. I'm a sucker for those sorts of things. So you'll see anything that's fucking actually heartwarming. I'm like, oh my god, this cold black thing that's beating inside here. Oh, it breaks. So, or anything with animals. Fucking hell, I can't watch anything with animals. Like if an animal gets hurt in a film, man, it crushes me. It's just like it's terrible. It's terrible. And Pixar, you bastards. That's what I'm saying. You bastards who work at Pixar, man, you know how to make people cry. Yeah, I can't watch Up. Fuck, I can't watch that film. Just makes me cry every time. I'm a big softy when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, that's this week's weekly catch up. I mean, it's a bit. There was some pretty nothing articles in there. Let's be honest. I mean, okay. So Renfield looks like it's going to be quite interesting. I mean, with that cast that we've got there, and like we say, it looks like it's going to be more on the comedic side of things. Again, a miserable film with Daisy Ridley, if you really want to see that, but also recommend from that article that it did come about that we can recommend. I'm thinking of ending things, which is definitely worth a look if you can handle it. What was that one? Sisters, that thing with Awkwafina, like that going to get definitely money and stuff. That one looks like it could be quite funny. What else was there? Oh god, yeah, the biopic thing about the masked singer. Yeah. I don't want to see a film about Kanye West, so if that film gets made, no. The only one out of that would be interesting would be the Michael Bay one. Blue Beetle. Yeah, very much looking forward to seeing that. And Denis Villeneuve is tackling a new sci-fi classic in the form of Rendezvous with Rama. So yeah, that's that. Any thoughts on what's your major thoughts on any of those this week, Stephen? Anything grabbing you?
Well, obviously, Rendezvous with Rama.
That does seem to be the.
It's definitely got a steady hand directing it. Well, of course, we'll have to see who is cast, and will it? Is this going to be a situation where it's going to diverge from the source material, or is he, like Dune, going to stick to the source material? Well, so we'll see. You know,
The source material,
right now, everything is just being announced. We're speculating here. Nothing we've read today is set in stone. So we're going to have to. This is one of those wait and see kind of weeks, and yeah. I honestly, I know, I'm stumbling because we don't have much information about any of these really. So, yeah.
It's kind of. All right. Okay.
Buddy, Phil, for a minute.
Right. Okay. Right. So here we
go.
The
life of a dog.
I'm on. I've done it. I'm here. I'm there. I've reached it. I've gone to the Google. All right. Let's have a refresh. All right. So past week, let's just read the top articles. Right. Here we go. Manchester Evening News, children's TV and family films to watch this Christmas. Okay, no, we don't need to know about that. Okay, we've just done Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, DC's Blue Beetle movie getting a theatrical release. That's Cinema Blend reporting that. How to watch Spider-Man No Way Home online. Will MCU film be on Disney Plus?
I expect it will.
Yeah, I expect
not right away, obviously, but
no, but in the new year sometime. Alec Baldwin's search warrant issued for actor's phone after deadly movie set shooting. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
That is such a fucking fucked up situation. That seems to be getting more and more messed up as it goes along. But, yeah, let's maybe try this.
They are definitely focusing more in on him in this investigation.
Yeah.
So, my advice to him would be no more interviews.
Yeah, if I'd just keep it stum.
Yeah,
don't say anything. Okay, NBC iconic movie Selena inducted into the National Film Registry for preservation. Okay, there we go. That's something. SBS TV movie guide for December. Okay, so that's a TV movie guide. Hello Magazine. GMA's Michael Strahan. Okay. Left in utter shock following unexpected news. Okay. Mike Strahan may consider himself a movie buff, but when he was delivered Matrix news by Keanu Reeves himself, I think could wipe the shock. Okay. Don't know what that is. Okay. .gov. Oh, okay. That's the UK government, that is. New UK-Australia co-production agreement boosts UK film. Okay, so there's some boost there, something going on. The Guardian, out of tune. Why audiences staying away from the movie musical?
Well, that's easy.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a nothing week, really.
You know, well, I mean, there are a couple of interesting
tidbits.
As far as why our audience is staying away from movie musicals. Well, I mean, obviously that there are a number of reasons. People afraid to go back to theaters.
Yeah.
You are also dealing with the fact that in the case especially of Into Heights and West Side Story, woke marketing hurting box office. And I think true. Tick Tick Boom might suffer because no one's familiar with the source material.
That's the one with Andrew Garfield, isn't it?
That's the one with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Which after Spider-Man, I'm looking forward to anything that he's in. He's
Yeah. Well, that's
he's
it. I
always
mean,
good,
I bet,
especially
you know something,
especially in
I bet
Hacksaw
he is so
Ridge.
relieved now,
Yeah.
like that he doesn't have to keep sitting on that, like, because that was so obvious. I mean, even I know that. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, and I know everybody knew they were going to show up. It was just in what capacity and what time, like. But so don't say, because that's spoilers. But it's like, I mean, I really liked Amazing Spider-Man, like, well, like that version of Spider-Man. I liked Andrew Garfield's like portrayal, and I was gutted that we didn't get to see him continue into a third film. But I mean, I guess he's got his you know, sign off now, like with the new Spider-Man film, like. But yeah, I mean, he's a very talented actor. I mean, he's like The Social Network. I don't know if you've seen that. That's what what got him Spider-Man, though. That film was, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. That was got him Spider-Man. Like, but that he's very good in that. I mean, what's that war film as well?
Hacksaw Ridge.
That's it, Hacksaw Ridge. Again, you know, like he's got a lot of talent behind him. Like, and I think he's a bit underrated, really. So yeah, Andrew Garfield. Fingers crossed. I mean, I know my girlfriend Julie, that's one of her celebrity crushes, Andrew Garfield. She loves him as Spider-Man, like, so yeah. One of the things she got me, actually, I can show that. Yeah. I can't actually watch it though, because it's where is it? I put it somewhere. I gotta find it. Oh no, it's on. There it is. Oh no, that's not it either. Oh, okay, but I can't find it. But she got me a copy of Spider-Man, like, which is like, but I can't watch it in the UK because it's an American DVD. So won't work on my my player. But yeah, like I say, that Tick Tick Boom is a Netflix thing as well, isn't it? So is it a Netflix? Isn't it a Netflix?
I'm not sure. I thought it was going to be a theatrical release, but I suppose it could be on. It could be day and date.
Let's have a look. The Tick Tick Boom. Netflix, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's on Netflix. I don't know if did it get a theatrical release though? It is. Did it?
Well, I mean, it is up for Oscar consideration. He's probably going to get nominated based on what I've heard.
That's good.
So I would think it had at least a brief run somewhere, because it has to play for to be eligible for an Oscar. You have to play for 2 weeks in LA and New York, correct? If I understand that correct. Yeah.
Okay. It did release briefly in theaters in the UK. I know that. Back on the 19th of November. So, and then it went on to, obviously then it came onto Netflix. So it did a short stint at cinemas. But yeah, I mean, again, I haven't watched that one yet myself, but I know that again, Julie watched it and she said that she really enjoyed it. So yeah. Okay. Yeah.
One to watch out for, because it's not in wide release in America, but if it is on Netflix, definitely I'll have to look that up. If it is on Netflix, then that will settle the any release issues.
Yeah, like I say, because they did that with, what was the one that Netflix did that with? The Red Notice. Yeah, they did like a brief cinema release with that as well, brief theater release as well, if I remember rightly. I think brief, but yeah. And I think as well, Army of the Dead as well. I think that got a brief cinema release as well, if I remember rightly. Like, so, like, again, like for like a couple of weeks, it came out at cinemas before it hit Netflix. That's interesting, then, though, Netflix doing that.
Okay, I've looked it up. I've got the article here.
Hmm.
Is Tick Tick Boom coming to Netflix? Is the question. And Lin-Manuel Miranda directs the stage-to-screen adaptation of the late Jonathan Larson's semi-autobiographical musical. The film adaptation of the late Jonathan Larson's Tick Tick Boom, which marks Lin-Manuel Miranda's directorial debut, drops on Netflix November 19th. So it was day and date.
Oh, it was day and date then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And of course, November 12th in LA and New York for Oscar consideration. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, fingers crossed for Andrew Garfield. That's what I'm saying on that one. Fingers crossed for him. Because again, I feel he's underrated. The guy deserves a bit more recognition, you know. But yeah. I mean, one of the things that impressed me about him as well is he's one of those actors who doesn't like the celebrity thing. He hates the celebrity thing. Like, I think there was one time he was out and like he spotted a paparazzi and he wrote something on like a piece of on like a tissue or something and just sat there with it in front of his face. Like, it's like fair play. Yeah. Cool. But I can't really talk much more about Andrew Garfield because I got a funny feeling we're gonna end up going into Spider-Man spoiler territory. So gotta be careful. So yeah, well that's it then really this week, I guess. For things. Did you have anything like anything special or particular you wanted to talk about this week, dude?
Go see Spider-Man. It's an excellent movie. I think it is the best Marvel film since The Winter Soldier.
Oh, wow!
In my opinion.
Okay.
And one thing I do want to say to everyone who's listening and who's going to watch the replay: decide for yourself. When it comes to movies and television, decide for yourself. If you see something of interest that you think you're going to enjoy, by all means, please go see it. Don't listen to the marketing, which is being run. I don't know who's in charge of the marketing branch for the major studios, but they're doing their job like a bunch of bullshit right now. They're not getting the word out about movies because either people haven't seen the trailer or if there is a trailer, they fill it with this sort of woke talking points. And my advice is ignore all of that. If you want to go see Spider-Man, please go see Spider-Man. If you're interested in West Side Story, go see it and decide for yourself. Give In the Heights a chance. Go out and find smaller movies like Son of Monarchs. If you're not happy with Netflix but you like Arcane, watch Arcane. Because the thing is the streaming services and the studios, and I don't mean to go off on a rant here, but I've heard some people say some things this week that I really disagree with.
Yes.
If Disney or Netflix or Marvel makes something good, you got to tell them, because that's how we send a message. We vote with our wallets. We go onto the review sites and we review these movies. And if you see something that you really enjoy and you really want to get behind and you really want to support it, that's the way to tell Hollywood that this woke crap is not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear message. We don't want to be preached to. We don't want to be talked down to. We just want to be entertained. And Spider-Man is a movie that entertains you. And Ghostbusters entertains you. They're very much the same in that way.
Yes. Return to form. That was like, I felt that with Ghostbusters. It felt like a return to form for Hollywood, like a Hollywood movie.
And
it was like it felt like an adventure. Nothing being forced down your throat. Just pure entertainment, a story
You know.
about a family. You know, it was good. It was I really that's what I mean. I mean, as much as it was
Yeah.
fan service and stuff like that, like
Oh, sure.
it felt like an older film. It felt like, you know, I was back to form, like I say, back to form. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that Spider-Man's following that same.
Yeah, I mean, because all you have to do is look at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't tell us what the Eternals was about, so no one went to go see it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man had a $50 million opening day, not opening weekend, opening day.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to smash the $100 weekend like easily.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
So Julie went to see it opening night, and
Mm-hmm.
they went to one showing, and the first showing they got to sold out before they could even get to buy the tickets because they were in the queue. So to go and catch a later showing, and apparently that sold out because they were telling people to scooch over and stuff like. So it was like, yeah, crazy.
I mean, the crowd I saw it with was the biggest crowd that I've been in since before the Coof.
Oh yeah.
Seriously. So
that's good to hear.
It
I'm
is.
so happy to hear people going back
You
to
know.
theaters. Like, you know, it's yeah. We need, like, say,
You know,
we don't want to
yeah.
lose the streaming services. So
No, I mean, because there are some movies that depend on the streaming services in order to survive, especially the movies that don't get a large theatrical release.
And also, you got to say the one thing I will credit streaming services for is that willing to take more risks with things. You know what I mean? With regards to like weird stories and stuff like that. Like, you know, like Netflix have produced some pretty funked up films, and like, you know, like if it wasn't for Amazon, we wouldn't have seen that the Tomorrow War film, which is actually not a bad film. You know, because like Universal had that, and they were going to sit on it, and they sold it to Amazon. So, so yeah, so there are plus points, like I say, there are plus points, I guess. Like, but I do want to see more people, like, you know, getting their asses back to cinemas. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I know that things are still fucked up in the world, like, you know, but we've got to live with it, people. Just get moving. That's it. Just get on with your lives, man. Like, keep yourself safe. If that's what you feel you need to do. If you don't, then, you know, that's on you. But don't complain at people when you get sick or whatever it is. Like, you know, it's one of those. It's just do what you want. Do what you fucking like everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Just don't be silly and just be nice. Be kind to each other. You know, that's what we need.
You know, be vigilant.
Yeah.
And you know, go on. My advice would be just like I've been doing. Go on with your life as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, you are in charge of your life. And you know, this event has happened. We're all going to have to deal with it, like it or not. Be careful.
There's no escaping. Yeah.
Be vigilant. Don't do anything rash. You know, if you see, I see a doctor once a week because I have to go to physical therapy because I have a situation with my back where I have this degenerative ailment, and basically I was being paralyzed.
Oh no!
And so I go to a physical therapy once a week for that. So I see a doctor on the regular. So I have a doctor that I trust, and who has brought me a long way, and so I'm you know, get advice from a doctor that you trust.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not sure, get a second opinion.
You know, don't take what is said on any news broadcast to be gospel.
Ignore the fucking mainstream media. Jesus, yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, Brian Stelter is not your doctor. You know.
Yeah.
So what, you know,
and Facebook is not a bloody doctor either.
No, Facebook is not a doctor. Twitter is not a doctor.
That's it. Talk to an
actual
doctor. Does I mean anybody can go online and make a video claiming to be a doctor?
Well, I know I'm dragging this out, but my point is,
no.
you are in charge of your own life. Do with it
Yeah.
as you think is best and what's comfortable for you.
Yes.
And when and bringing it back to the point of the show, entertainment news, vote with your wallet. If
Yes,
it's
that's it.
good, say so. If Disney makes a good movie, tell them we want to see more movies like this good movie that you just made.
Yeah.
If Netflix makes
Bums
something
on
good,
seats.
I'm hearing stuff about the Arcane. This Arcane, people love it. Let
Mhm.
Netflix know you want to see more
More things like
like
that.
Arcane.
Yeah.
Let
This
them,
is why
yeah.
box office is important. This is why the box office is important. As much as like I say, people might be worried, but those butts on those seats will, for the films that you like, will get more of those films made. Basically, like we're saying. So put your money where you want it. That's the best thing to do, people. You want something, put your money there. That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough of our stance. I think. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up then this week. Then have we got? So have you got any final thoughts? Are you going to be? Are you going to be back on karaoke tonight and stuff?
I'm going to be on Rambling Canucks karaoke Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
And I'm going to be joining Jedi Bill 797 tomorrow afternoon for his Western Weekend Roundup. And this weekend we're going to be screening The War Wagon, starring John Wayne and Kirk Douglas from 1967. It's a Western about an armored stage heist. So if you like heist movies, if you like heist movies and you like Westerns, this one's a bit of a mashup.
Sounds perfect. Really? Yeah. Nice.
And of course, for those of you who have already seen Spider-Man and are interested in hearing how some other people felt about it, I was on a roundtable on Midnight's Edge, spoiler roundtable review that is currently available to replay on their channel. So check that out.
There you go. Head over to Midnight's Edge. Subscribe. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, cool. Like I say, if you want to know more about the Blue Beetle thing as well, definitely check out Latino Slant. Go and check out Paulie's channel. Say hi from us. But yeah, okay. For me, I'm still doing dad jokes. They're still coming. It's Christmas. I'm still very much every day up until Christmas and Christmas Day. There'll be dad jokes. I've got my little Christmas message that I'll have on Christmas Day. We're going to try and do something this week, Stephen. Do you reckon? We should try and knock something together for Christmas? Get a live show on the go?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
And,
okay. Well,
I figured try that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll figure something out on that one. Okay. So that means that people, you need to subscribe and get your notifications on and keep an eye out. Also head over to Deleted Scenes, Stephen's Twitter as well, because I'm sure Stephen will be shouting it out as well. And you can find me at BudBoyTwits on Twitter as well. So yeah, check that out and follow us, and you will keep up to date with what we decide to do, because this is going to be a bit of an impromptu sort of one. But yeah, cool. All right then. I think that's it then, isn't it? Really?
All right. Yeah. And thanks to everyone who joined us in the chat today. The lovely and wonderful Wonder Julie, the lovely Sherry, and of course Mr. Payne 93, who finally got to see us live for the first time. So
yes, that's Craig. That is there. Thank you very much for joining us, Joe.
And thank you for helping us out with the Mickey Rourke question. So
yes. All right. Plenty of chiming in there.
A man who seems to have his finger on the pulse of pulp culture.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So yeah. Thank you all for joining us. Yes, thank you very much. And anybody who's watching the replay, hope you're all having a great time and feeling all fantastic and enjoying the festive season, because we are still in the midst of it. So yeah, okay then. I guess that's it then. I guess we're going to say goodbye on that one then. His buddy's having a fit behind me. Okay. So yes. So one final, why not?
Peppy, What the fuck are you doing?
One final one of those, and then that's us going to sign off then. Okay. Right then. So yeah. What was that? Somebody popped in. Okay. Yep. Right then. Okay then. Yep. I'm going to say goodbye then. You ready? You're going to say bye.
Bye.